Good morning, everybody. I'm playing the live on my phone. Oh my gosh. Welcome to Near Make Edition, a positive, honest community for comic books. Oh, I didn't say our slogan correctly. Where sometimes my husband and I get tiffy with each other. I'm Astonishing Melanie.
I'm the Uncanny Omar. What the heck is tiffy?
We are Omni.
Hence the name at the bottom.
The Dragon Ball Z figures and the.
You saw the Ginyu Force. What's up, Petite? How's it going? How's it going, everybody? Running late this morning.
We got new mic, so let us know.
Oh yeah, let us know how we sound.
Working as well.
Because I was tired of tapping on the table when the mic picking it up, and
I used to try to stop you, and then I gave up. Hey, Lionheart.
Anything else you want to tell about our relationship before we get started on a comic book Q&A? Good morning, Martin. How are you?
Rodimus Prime Rib says, sounds great. And Kent Wingslide saying, Happy Wolverine Volume 3 Day.
Oh, yeah, baby. Wolverine Volume 3.
Breakfast at Tiffy's.
At Tiffy's. Yes,
morning,
that's exactly
guys.
what we have. What's up, Bad Wolf? Bad Wolf's got his own show. Everybody should go and check out. Sound good? Melanie should sing something. They try it out. What are you going to sing? Part of Your World? You love that song. Then we get the montage.
Part of your world. There. I don't want to really sing.
Was that the?
What if I try really singing? It doesn't sound good.
Those are the words, right? It's not part of my. No, that would be dumb
part
if it's part of my world.
No. Hold up. There's a reprise.
Did she say mine? Like a remix?
Oh man, how can
I? Like who did the remix?
I sang that song to our children so many times, and I sang it in the second grade talent show. And I remember eating toast and going through the lyrics and being like, I remember them all.
Who did the remix of My Little Mermaid?
No,
DJ
reprise.
Oh, reprise. DJ Clue. Cluminati. Anybody? No, probably not. I'm too old. Part of the world. Part of that world, not part of your world.
No, she's singing to the prince. That's the reprise. All right.
We don't know our business stuff.
There we go. Yeah, Omar's the one in a tiffy. Maybe this one.
I'm not tiffy. I haven't been tiffy since 1997.
Let's get in a few comic book questions, and then I'll announce.
We got Joey Berry here, though.
Okay.
And so's Kate.
Then we'll announce my students of the week.
Oh, yeah. And they better hit that like button. Hey, Omar, Melanie, what are the best comics to read if you're interested in Kid Omega, Wolverine, and the X-Men? Like, I know everybody will probably say Grant Morrison's new X-Men, but I feel like he's a more likable character in Wolverine and the X-Men than he was in Grant Morrison's new X-Men. Grant Morrison's new X-Men, you're going to be like, yeah, I don't know about this kid. He's kind of getting on my nerves. Is he good? Is he bad? Yeah, man, Illuminati. What's up, dude? I knew somebody would know that. Hi, all. I hope that y'all are doing well. I'm not well as one of my family cats. I'm so sorry, Joey. Other than that, just made it through my first week of college for the spring. Take care. You keep going through that college, man. Get yourself through school. Get you a degree. And get you a good paying job. And I'm so sorry about your family's cat, man. They're family, dude. Shoot.
And New Spooky Channel. I love that episode, The Tiff of Reboot. And Hamza's backing me up. Part of that world, reprise part of your world.
Hamza is my actually guy, but he's too kind of a man to actually say, actually, Omar, you're wrong. Sup? Hey, thank you for the super chat, R0X21. Sup, completed my second week of working out and eating better that I mentioned. Now reading Simonson's Thor Omnibus. Just completed the Search Art Saga. I love that Omnibus. That's not Thor.
Well, but, whatever. Wrong company. However, look, she's running. So I'm working out. Congratulations. Good job. There we go.
Good job. Thank you for the super chat. And now you can lift those Omnis a lot easier, right? You're working out. You're like, man, this is nothing. This book don't weigh nothing. Before you'll be heading over to the Colossal Conan going, I got this. Give them to me bigger. And then you're going to get that One Piece book that was bound together that has one volume through 100.
I was talking about that last week.
It's ridiculous. What's my favorite Omni?
I know. Uncanny X-Men Volume 2. 3?
Three's got God Loves, Man Kills, Wolverine, and From the Ashes.
Okay.
Paul Smith,
hey,
Dave Cockrum.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, so to make
Lionheart just saying hello.
Oh, okay. Students of the week for each.
By the way,
classes.
the students of the week has nothing to do with the channel. It has something to do with Melanie's classroom. In case you're new here and wondering, how do I make it on the student on the week? I'm explaining it because, you got fast forward.
Okay, so I promised the students of the week that I would announce and that over 5,000 people would know that they're student of the week. So for second period, Savion, you're always on point. So congratulations. And you were like, when am I going to be student of the week? And in third period, Barrick has stepped up his game. He's focused. I'm really proud of him reading the Odyssey. Robbie in fourth period as well. Like he's got a B. Sage in fifth period, she's very insightful. And then Jabari in sixth period, he's got great work ethic the past couple of weeks as well. So congratulations, guys. Y'all
better hit that like button if you're watching. You better be watching if you're student of the week. I'm Omar, student of the week, and collected editions collecting. Oh, I was holding this up because R0 was talking about working out. And see, you can lift books like this so much easier. This is a big, look how thick that thing is. Thick. I'm gonna open it up because people are like, is it flat spine? We're going back to the flat spine conspiracy. Where's trigonosis? You remember those months?
Beelzebub. No, we're reading the graphic novel of the Odyssey. What?
What's up, Hayden? Thank you for sending me that. Omar hacking Netflix. Who's Netflix?
It was John Green.
Oh, John Green. I don't even know who that dude is.
Years ago, hacked his Netflix, and he had good taste, and he watched Lupin because of that.
And he kept the hacker on his account because he was like, I like the choices Omar makes. It's not.
Is that a flat spine?
Oh, I don't know yet. I don't know. No, I think it's just so big, kind of like Wolverine Omnibus Volume 2. It's just so big that it looks. Oh, here we go. It looks like it's a flat spine.
How many pages is that?
1618, I think. It's not as big as AVX. AVX is bigger.
Squirrel Girl.
The Squirrel Girl went on for a long time. So here's what it looked. I mean, this, by the way, is the direct market cover. If you're wondering, the standard edition cover will probably have a different spine. She knocked Thanos out. How?
Lionheart, when are you going to be student of the week? I don't know.
Lionheart, I'll pick my students of the week myself. Okay, you just guys send me some money.
No,
I'll send you my PayPal.
With rewatches over 5,000, right? So
this is
well, how is the binding holding up on that Avengers versus X-Men?
Fine, no issues with it. I can't remember. That one was printed over at what's it called? No, that was iMac.
Bar, it's been 1 week.
Since what?
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
How do you rank Stephanie Brown's Batgirl series? Better than Simone's run, Rebirth, or Burnside? Yes. I love Stephanie Brown. Brian Glass wrote that series. It's excellent. Very underrated. And it's wonderful. And it definitely deserves the omnibus treatment. I have a custom one, but this needs to happen, DC.
Here, I'll hold it.
I'm doing Squirrel Girl and trying to hold Stephanie Brown.
Too many omnis.
Too many books. Well, this thing requires like 2 hands on it. Oh yeah, Chris, you made my week with that Thor announcement. Yeah, man, I'm so happy. That's on the Patreon. I wrote. I guess some people wanted this one, just not to give any kind of hint as to what it was. But I'm so glad that 2 things. I'm glad that it's finally coming, and that it contains War of the Realms, because people were wondering, hey, when is War of the Realms going to be collected in this omnibus? And I really didn't know at that time. I kind of thought they would, just because King in Black was collected. I got it. Was collected over on the Ben Omnibus by Donny Cates, but I wasn't 100% sure. You're not my mom. Do not do that.
It bothered me.
Okay, well, don't be doing weird things like that.
This week?
Yeah, I mean, depending on when they get approved. I got a couple videos to shoot in a suit Sunday. Yeah, so there's the secret. I don't shoot every day. I kind of just shoot them 3 or 4 at a time. I'm waiting for one cover to do one specific announcement because the file they sent me was corrupt. But I've got all the way to January, and I've been given the blessing to go ahead and announce everything. So If I'm playing it safe and just writing fourth quarter though, just in case. You know, but most of these books, October, November is what the dates are, and December. So it's a lot of books coming out.
Kevin, thank you for the super sticker.
Oh yeah, thank you, Kevin. How have you been?
And we have another super chat. There we go. Hey, what's up? By the way, Omar, package has arrived safely. Almost 2 weeks ago, I just wasn't here enough. And is it me or DC collections are better and April solicits? Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, man. I'm so glad your package got to you. He was one of our winners of our 70,000 subscriber giveaway. Yeah, there were 30 plus books in the DC solicitations. Granted, 3
Oh yeah, remember you
absolute
were like, look
reprints.
at how many there are.
There's still a mess to get through and put together, but I mean, and 3 reprints of absolutes, sure. Let's until you get your department together, maybe reprint the Omnis that also people want. And there's a lot more absolutes that are out of print that people want.
Somebody was asking earlier about volume 3 of X-Men. I don't know if there was an adjective. It was getting a reprint.
Volume 3 of Uncanny?
I don't know.
No, the only one that's getting a reprint that I know of so far is Uncanny Volume 1. The reprint poll should be up in February sometime, so we need to get that out there. But I was waiting until after my announcements so people can vote again.
Jeff, thank you for the super chat and for the recommendation to show my class Ulysses. I can't talk. Ulysses 31 for Modern Odyssey. Is that a movie? What is it? I guess show, right?
It's an anime.
Oh, it is?
It was an animated show.
Whoa. Well, thank you for the suggestion. Oh, we got another super chat. Thank you, Trevor Tyrannosaurus. When will you be able to announce what Dark Horse's next deluxe manga series
I swear, as soon as they allow me to. I actually want. We talk a lot, and is he holding a Marvel team up? Yeah, he is.
You know what movie that's from?
That's 4-year-old dude that never kissed a girl. Can I say that?
I can't remember.
Do they have the letter pages in here?
Oh, that's cool.
Because they never do that. Okay, that's. By the way, this is the first time I'm opening it up.
Is that Astonishing?
Somebody was asking about the spines. I think it was Dean. He's asked like 4 times, so let's answer that question.
Ding, ding, ding,
there he is, Dean.
Oh, there we go.
Omar, why are the spines on Hickvenger's reprints are like that, as don't match? Is Marvel trying to drive us crazy? No, it's because God watches what you do, Dean. That's why.
Oh my God.
That's a Saturday-friendly joke. I'm just kidding, man. I don't know. It could be just me, my copies. Keep in mind, Volume 2 apparently is not coming out till May, so maybe they saw the prototypes and were like, oh, well, let's go back to print. I don't know. It could be a number of things. 2 different printers. The files are different than they were in the first printing, so they got it mixed up. I really don't know, man. Or it could just be my copies. I don't think so, but I did make them aware. I don't know if it's too late. Huh?
Was that Allred?
Was that Allred?
The artist?
Mike Allred?
Allred.
No.
Hey, James, why was it part of Be Extra Safe with the X-Men Blockbuster one-shot part of X-Men, the Adaptations Omnibus? It takes place during X-Men, the animated series. Woo, that was a lot.
I don't know, man. Licensing? It's too much money to afford Blockbuster because they're thriving in the economy. Yep, very tizzy. Was that tizzy? I don't even know what tizzy means.
Tiffy.
Tiffy.
All right. Thanks, Bar, for the super sticker. I'm giving you Wonder Woman because look at that. Linda Carter's awesome. Hannah would appreciate it too. So let's find your question. Soft cover, Omar. In April, DC will only have 6 female-led books published, and 2 of them are Harley. DC female characters are in the trenches. What do you think DC needs to change about their publishing approach? I feel like I just read like never mind, I can't think of words.
Okay, so I mean, compared to where we used to be, you're saying 6. That's a lot. And I know it may not seem like it, but that is a lot compared to where we were as far as 6 female-led groups or comics. What does DC need to do? I That I don't. I mean, that is a question. That's why people get hired to take over the business, right? Like, I don't have an exact answer for that. I think we need to find some kind of medium, though, not to appease everybody, right? We have female readers, we have a lot of male readers, and it's one of those things that companies have tried to do to appease the market, and some have been successful, and some experimental things have not sold because people aren't interested in it. And that's the problem, right? Is you want books like that to succeed, but if they aren't selling, then you're just printing, you're wasting money. So you have to move on to another project and try something else. And that's for everything, though. There are wonderful series that I enjoyed that have been canceled because they weren't selling. Word of mouth, that does along. I don't know, TikTok viral videos with. I really don't know how the market is these days, and but I would like a fine medium,
I'm Mike. Is this Michael D?
Sup, Miss? Is this how you let your students talk to you?
Wait, is he
a student of the week?
Because you're watching.
You better hit
All
that
right,
like
I
button.
find out on Monday who this is. Thank you for saying hi, and thank you guys for the super chats. So, Brendan's asking, any chance of a Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky Omni in the near future? Surely is mine.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm collecting every Daredevil book ever made and would love a Zdarsky Omni.
Absolutely, there will be. Once he's done, I think. Once they have a better understanding of how long he's going to be on the book. I would like for somebody like, they do have, I'm sorry, I'm just freaking out that they have the letter pages in this modern omnibus. That makes me happy because I wish they would do that for all omnis. Like Wolverine doesn't have the letter pages. And even though my letter got rejected, it would have been cool to be like, I could have been in that issue. I think there will be, but I will tell you what, though. I bet we get something like Devil's Reign Omnibus before we get that. Kind of like we got King in Black Omnibus before we got the Ven Omnibus. But what's it called? Unfortunately, the way that they came out was distribution because of delays. They were supposed to be months apart, and they kind of came out like weeks apart. But we also got kind of like War of the Realms and Thor Omnibus Volume 2. He did hit that like button. All right, you're cool. I should only miss letter pages and comics. I did too, man. It's definitely a time machine that takes you back to that particular era and what people were thinking. You could see people being upset. I'll never forget reading the letter pages of Captain America when Jack Kirby was on there. Like, people were trolling him. They were so mean. Like, it's what you would find on social media these days. People were like, do you even know how to draw a bird, Jack Kirby? Or why didn't you finish out this run? This Kirby's a hack. It was not worded like that, of course, but it was just really weird. And I've always heard of the rumor that that's part of the reason why he left comics, why he decided to go to animation. He was just done being. Of course, I also heard the rumor that the editor was letting those negative letters go through because he wasn't a fan of Kirby's artwork. So only the negative letters with one positive thing were being printed, so Kirby, Jack the King, could see this and be discouraged. And that sucks, man. Hey, what's up, Mega Shremser? Thank you for the super chat, my brother. Hey, 2 questions from Sweden. The entire country got together, and you all are asking these 2 questions. Okay. How does Runaways compare to Vaughn's other stuff? I love it. It's one of the best books that Marvel put. One of the most experimental books, because remember, that was back to what Bart was saying. That was an experimental era. That was the tsunami era, cashing in on the manga boom of the early aughts. So it was a tsunami wave. So it's excellent. Go ahead, baby. What were you gonna say?
Can't remember his name. I read the Vision, and what's his name? He's in the Runaways. Victor. You didn't like his treatment.
Nope.
In the Vision by Tom King, which is an
awesome
awesome story. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was. If it's like a pocket universe.
Yeah. It was a good story.
And is the new Dark Horse Manga Deluxe series canine related? I can't answer or give any hints. I promise. If they ever allow me to announce stuff, I would love to. Like, it's just up to them. Kind of like what Titan's doing, letting me announce some things. That was really cool. And of course, what Marvel has done. I would love to announce that stuff for Dark Horse, but I haven't. They like to do their own thing, and maybe, I don't know. Maybe one day that would be awesome. Nerds were the original Mean Girls, dude. They really were. Oh my gosh. And I thought, these kind of things were not new because I knew there were people that, whenever I would read X-Men, there were people that are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did this. You killed this character. How dare you? But man, they were just right down mean. Like, why did you get rid of Falcon? You know that he has that's what they were making fun of, like the Red Wing. Like, they were like, do you not know Falcon travels with Red Wing? Like, can't you draw a bird? Today, my little girl turns 1. Can you send her a shout out? Her name is Lexi.
Lexi,
happy birthday, Lexi.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lexi. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
And I hope you inherit all of your dad's comics.
So now that it's been 5 minutes. Now that it's been 5 minutes, I'm going to get a word in. And you're so hyper. I just wanted a couple of people said it's their first time in the chat and want to appreciate you guys being there. Sorry, that was a while ago, so I can't show your comment. Omar was he's doing what he does. He's sharing all of his massive brain info about comics. Yeah, me talk pretty one day. A couple of people are asking about DC's Omni game and like, are they, like you addressed last week, like are they gonna stop making omnis or just explain that situation maybe this week too.
Sure. And thank you for all the new people. And I'm sorry.
Oh, we're here. Here we go.
It's my first time. Oh, what's up, Back to Verse? What's going on, dude? I burn. Yeah, she burned me, didn't she? First time. No, it's not. Yeah, your first time. Never mind. That's a joke. That's a bad joke. First time long. Okay. So everything is a rumor right now. There's nothing set in stone. It's just you kind of try to read the market and you see signs when there was liquidation sales and big liquidation sales that are almost closeout prices. Like you see at the supermarket, you see a closeout price means that item is no longer going to be carried. Those were the kind of liquidated closeout prices that were on the Omnibus, but also some of the absolutes. And look, we have 3 absolute reprints happening in the solicits for April. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's over, but there's a lot of naysayers out there. And I know because some of my viewers watch those type of shows and they come back and ask me questions and I'm like, where are these people getting this information? And there is the very inside information that I have, I can't even talk about, but it's not doom and gloom. The collected editions department will keep running and keep making books and hopefully at one time catch up and get a group of people in there again that actually can produce more things that people are interested in too. So nothing is set in stone. There's no announcements. There's not a hidden letter from DC that went out to retailers only. Nothing like that. There's no DC Illuminati sitting around going, well, let's kill it. We're done. We're done selling collected editions. No more graphic novels. Because there will always be books like that, like Watchmen or Batman Year One in some kind of format. Just waiting. It's a waiting game and remaining hopeful. That's it. Somebody's asking who's new the other week. Wait,
that's Mike.
Oh, okay, Mike, go back and rewind.
Sorry, Mike, it's not you. Sorry, it's Barrick.
Fuck was asking about the Spider-Man versus Venom. That overview. I usually like to do my overviews the week the books are coming out, so it's fresh on people's minds. Getting a book overview out there first, just people will forget about it and go back and watch it. And we'll forget to go back and watch it because I did it like weeks in advance or months in advance sometimes. And sometimes that's not my fault. Sometimes things accidentally or get pushed to another date and I had already done a video on it. And I'm like, oh crap, that came out like 3 weeks ago or a month ago. So I will say that I usually, unless there's like 4 or 5 omnis that I have to do overviews of, I usually try to do them the week that they are coming out. Being a DC fan is hard. It is, but there's still a lot of good things and a lot of hope. That a lot of these things will be collected one day. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So there's so many great questions here. Just letting you know when Omar is talking.
Time limit.
No,
it's
fine. It's fine, baby. Chill.
I'm chilling.
I'm just, I show comments that don't need answers while you're talking.
Oh, okay.
And then, like I said, there are great questions, but if I show it, he's not going to answer it right while he's talking. Mm-hmm. Which one, baby?
Maximus, thank you so much. Hey, Minty, smash that like button. Yes, thank you. That really does go a long way. With the seriously, the like button helps out a ton because it promotes the channel and lets YouTube know, hey, more people are enjoying this video, so we're gonna share it with people that don't normally watch your stuff. Because right now YouTube's messed up. Anyway, that's a video all on its own. Do I think Transmetropolitan by Warren Ellis and John Cassaday establish an omnibus? Or will it be released as an omnibus? Yeah, perhaps one day. Absolutely.
What are your opinions on the Avengers roster reveal?
So who do we have? My buddy Aaron sent it to me. We've got Captain Marvel leading the team. We have Captain America, Sam Wilson. Hold on just a second. I know he texted me the team, and I was thinking, oh, I'm actually happy with that. I wish they had added a couple more characters, just because I know how I am. So
the
there.
Baddies Vault too.
Hey, Mike was asking who my favorite DC character is. Who is it, Melanie?
Nightwing.
Nightwing's the man. All right, so we got Captain Marvel as the leader, Thor, Iron Man. So we got some heavy hitters. Captain America, Sam Wilson, Black Panther. That's weird. Scarlet Witch and Vision. And I don't mean Black Panther doesn't deserve a spot. I meant Black Panther, if you're reading his ongoing series, is like on the verge of dropping the Avengers. For me, I have a soft spot in my heart for characters that like Black Knight. I love the Black Knight. I kind of wish that they had added him in there. I could always use Black Widow. She's always been cool. And I wish we would have Justice and Firestar back in the Avengers. You're showing the end paper?
Mm-hmm.
That's cute.
Omninations is here.
Okay.
And any chance of us getting a Star Wars Legacy Omnibus anytime soon?
Yes. You mean an announcement, Tyler? Yes.
Oh, somebody earlier asked, how did you get that custom bound? The bat.
Oh, that one? That one I found on eBay 5-6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And if you're ever looking into that game, say goodbye to your wallet because those custom bound books are expensive. What's up, Brian?
Somebody else is.
And Jed McKay is the writer on Avengers, so I'm very happy because I've enjoyed everything he does, and I'm so glad Black Cat is getting an omnibus because, well, I didn't think anybody was going to be reading that book. Every time I would do an overview of the trade paperback, I would push that book because it is so good. It's so fun. So I'm glad that he is getting to write a big flagship title like Avengers, and I hope it does well. Hi, Omar. Good morning. With Secret Invasion show coming out, any news or hints about New Avengers Volume 2? I would say before we get a New Avengers Volume 2, you're talking about the omnibus, right? We would have to get a reprint of Volume 1. So, Jack Ferry, patiently waiting for DC to reprint Volumes 2 and 3 of Absolute Transmetropolitan.
Jack, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat.
Alf approves.
By the way, Woke Nato's here, and he was talking about how they won't reprint that stuff because of Warren Ellis, and and you could go and look up yourself about Warren Ellis and what he did. Some people have completely stopped working with him, and that is a fact. I mean, Netflix dropped the Castlevania show, and some people won't read his stuff. But I will always remember there was an artist that I worked with, and we talked about some of the work that he did with Ellis, and he said, I hope that it doesn't come to that, because then you're punishing people that had nothing to do with what he did. And when you make a comic book, you make it as a team, and you are taking bread away from us if you're doing that. And that is a fact, right? He had no control. The artist, the inker, the colors had no control what Ellis was doing. Right. And despite of how people feel, like I said, I can always separate the artist from the art, but there are a lot of people that can't. But he brought up a good point. It's like you're punishing everybody for that. And that means we don't get a check for all that work that we did, because they do get a little bit of a percentage of collected editions. Like, and that's how sometimes, and some of these people that are older really need that, because as some of you all know or may not know, comic book writers and artists, unless they have a contract, or a deal with a big company, and usually the big two, are treated as freelance writers and artists, meaning that they have no benefits, no retirement, no health insurance. So a lot of people, Peter David being one of them, get a percentage of that, and that helps, and it goes a long way. So that's my 2 cents on it, and I always leave it up to my viewers to decide whether they can purchase something or not. That is up to you, and I respect your decision no matter what. If you cannot buy something because somebody worked on it that you don't agree with what they did, or they did something horrible, then absolutely, that is your decision. It's my boy's 13th birthday today. Could you say happy birthday to Jonah, please? We absolutely can.
No, why don't you sing it this time?
Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Boy, that was
yes.
That was.
Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños.
Yep, almost had it. Almost had it.
What? Dear Jonah. Dear Jonah.
Dear Jonah. Do you even say that in English?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I don't sing happy birthday enough. Happy birthday, Jonah. You're a teenager.
Feliz cumpleaños a ti.
You know what that means, Jonah?
And mas dias. What's many more?
Many days? You know what that means, Jonah? You can go through your dad's X-Men. You can go through your dad's X-Men. You ain't got to ask permission anymore. What's going on, Scotty? How are you, my brother?
Much for the super chat. And there we go.
And he's asking a good question because I'm wondering the same thing. What's up, fam? Any idea if Werewolf by Night Omni will be reprinted? I probably missed it if it did already. No idea. And I hope it does. I was hoping that they would do it when we got the I don't know, what is it called? TV spot, streaming spot? Yeah. So I don't know. I hope so, because I missed that one too. Always had a soft spot for Jocasta. Yes. Melanie got to learn a little bit about Jocasta reading Tom King's Vision. It's his android lady, cyborg lady. Not the one in the book. Not Vivian, was that her name? Virginia. But it was like, it was kind of like his lady friend that was created for him, was it Janet's mind?
That was Virginia. Oh, not Janet.
Jocasta was in the event long before Tom King's book series.
Oh, are you? That's
Here, go back to the comments.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay.
So, thank you, Jeff, for the super chat.
Radu's asking about the additional information on Vinland Saga. All we know is it's a bigger size, so it's the size of the Berserk Deluxe editions. So it's big, and it's 3-in-1. I think it's all I know. We don't have any covers yet. Have you considered opening a 30-tier Patreon for OmniDog to teach others? Oh my gosh, I know you did not go there. Cody knows how to push those buttons. Today he pushed. I'm gonna call OmniDog right now, get him on here to do this. I hope actually he's doing better. I haven't talked to him in a day or two, and that always makes me worry.
Somebody gave a shout out for a Big Stu in Orlando and asked what's coming up on the channel this week, and I said later.
Oh, thank you. And yeah, much love to Big Stu. Not sure if he's watching yet or not.
Are you guys, Kyle's asking, are you guys reading anything novel-wise lately? As in non-comics, curious what you're into. I bought the 2022 collection of the greatest short stories, American short stories, and then essays, and then a third volume book of science fiction and fantasy. But yeah, actually, I've been reading more comics lately. I got Dark Metal, Death Knights. What's it called? DC
Dark Metal.
Dark Metal. Okay, I was like, it's got the word Dev and I Dark. So
no, it's just DC.
I picked that yesterday,
which is the follow-up to DC's Metal. So you should read that first.
Okay, I'll read that first. Said I throw you under the bus. We were putting up figures last night, and I got it to read, and I put it on a shelf, and he was like, what's this doing here? And I was like, it's your wife wanting to read a comic. Oh my goodness, it's okay. Isn't it okay?
No, it's not okay.
Okay, now I won't read any of your comics ever again.
Wow, what an absolutist mentality you have. You won't read any.
Try this coffee drink that we got in the package last week.
Wish the Machine Man and Jocasta 2-in-1 issue were in the Machine Man complete collection, missing the material between Kirby and Ditko's run on 20 and the 2020 stuff in the Iron Man 2020 book. I wish we could have a 2001 gallery edition. That would be awesome. That's what I really want to see. Got to put my petition for that Inhuman Omnibus in. Is Geo in the chat?
Try this. It's interesting. Cool. I think it'll just grow on me.
Okay. Hey, Omar, my car was hit in the parking lot yesterday. Just cosmetic damage, but could you shout out my baby in her time of need? Yeah, what's your baby's name?
Or shout out my baby. Shout it.
You just want me to yell my baby? What's your car's name? We all got a car's name.
Sorry to hear about. Oh, it's the car.
Yeah, his car. That's his baby.
I was like, girlfriend, wife, daughter.
It's like sparkling coffee.
Yes, that's it. It's a and maybe fruity. What's your favorite manga you have? But how about normal answer and then the way it's collected. Meisani Koku, Berserk. Is Berserk also the best the way it looks collection with the faux leather bound and such?
Yes, the deluxe edition of Berserk is one of the best ones out there, if not the very best manga collected. Kodansha does a really good job with their hardcovers too. They just did an omnibus of Ghost in the Shell, which I need to pick up to do an overview of. But they had a box set of it. They also had a box set of Akira that's beautifully collected. But my favorite ones are... I actually did a video on my top 20 favorite manga if you want to see it.
And when do you think you'll do the manga collection tour?
April.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Josh, your car's name is Erd. That's awesome.
Speaking of manga,
Mine
super
used
sticker.
To be Battle Without Honor or Humanity.
Mine was Blackest Night. And before that, it was Nightwing.
And then one was after that character in Bleach, Whitey-chan. Which sounds bad, but that was right. That,
yeah, yours was.
Not general. Oh, what are they called?
I had the Mach 5. My current one is
the
Crimson
shorter
Mist.
one. He had ice powers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My current car is the Crimson Mist. Yeah.
That's my little bub. Right now, mine's little bub.
Little bub, which is the most not.
Natasha. Jet's car's name Natasha. Kayla.
All right, softcover Omar. So in addition to what I said earlier, I think DC needs to start doing more miniseries and less ongoings. They won't get canceled mid-story, won't drop in quality over time. I think that's something the companies have learned from.
Had, plus.
Oh, okay. Plus, I'm so sorry.
It's
Plus,
right underneath.
Plus, which would give them the chance to give more characters their own series, and more female characters will get a chance to have their own stories told. That's what Greg Rucka did with the character of Renee Montoya. They would not give him an ongoing question series. So after 52, all he did was put the character in different miniseries like the Blood Bible and things like that. And it was really cool because you got to read the progression of this character. My Corvette Red Sonja. Oh, that's awesome. She's a feisty redhead who always gives me grief. That's a cool. I like that name.
Okay. RAV4 Prime, so I had to name her Optimus. It was ordained. She's healing right now.
Oh, okay. Well, big shout out to Optimus Prime. That's the first time I shouted out Optimus Prime. Hey, Omar, how do the upcoming Star Wars Omni's New Republic and Rebellion go in chronologically? Are Han, Luke, and Leia in the New Republic? They are in the New Rebellion Omnibus, the one that I... Oh, gosh. Nope, I shot it the other day. And they should... I don't know. I just got the new. That's the first time I've been reading them, so I'm as lost as you are. I think they are because it takes place after Empire or Return of the Jedi.
Let's see.
But back to what Bar was saying, I think that's something that both companies have learned. Doing miniseries as like seasons, like almost like British television and the series, like Doctor Who series 10 and things like that, or Luther series 3. Han, Luke, and Leia are in the New Republic. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the support. Much love to the whole NMC crew. Much love back to you, man. Hey, guys.
We do not read comics online. Not that we're against it. We just don't. I like holding things. And, I mean,
if I
live in a house with a ton of books. So
if I can't wait
there's no
for
reason
something.
If
like something
I mean, I have in the past. But
ends in a cliffhanger. I think the last thing you read was Batman by Chip Zdarsky. If something ends on a cliffhanger and I cannot wait to read it, absolutely. What's up, my brother?
With Berserk.
I don't.
Wait.
No, Berserk.
You're so used to waiting for a year or two.
Decades on Berserk. Berserk definitely deserves the. I can wait for physical release.
Big Stu, somebody was just mentioning you earlier. Big thanks for all the love and prayers. My family's healing. Good. I'm glad.
I'm so sorry again, buddy. Can someone explain Spider-Man versus Venom Omni? What content is in it? Does it double dip? I'm just picking from folks that I don't normally see. Think of that as Venom Volume 0. There's a little double dipping with Spider-Man by Todd McFarlane. There is really no double dipping with Venomnibus Volume 1. So think of it as like Venomnibus Volume 0. It shows the early appearances of Venom and then Carnage and then the fight with Spider-Man, focusing primarily on Venom and Carnage. It is the only place that you are going to find absolute carnage, or not absolute, I'm so sorry, maximum carnage in oversized format. It's so every time I mention, one day they're going to give us a Bagley and Michelini omnibus, maximum carnage, I don't see being collected in there. I think they will skip that.
So what about a complete Evolutionary War Omni with the Alf story? Marvel Handbook confirmed it was canon.
Yeah, well, that is true. He's in there. Hi, Omni.
For once, I was able to join live on a Saturday evening. Feels nice. Awesome. Omnibus Prime.
I love that name. I love that name.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on the Sandman Omnis? Do you own any or just the absolutes?
Just the absolutes. I love the absolutes. That's my favorite way to collect them. And because the absolutes came first. And then they did the omnibus, and I thought about maybe selling the absolutes a few years ago. And this was a long time ago when the omnibus was coming out, because there's only 3 omnis and there were so many absolutes, and we still didn't have Overture, and Death was coming out. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay. I think it was $75 for Death because it's a little bit smaller. But in the end, I was like, yeah, I love the story way too much. It deserves the nicest format.
Do you know if Hick Vengers Volume 2 will have Secret Wars included?
No, it is a straight up reprint. It is a straight up reprint of the first printing. Don't sell the absolutes. I didn't.
Is the Darkest Night Omnibus worth it?
The Darkest Night or the Blackest Night? Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It has all the tie-ins. It has all the issues of the canceled series. Where they come back with a dead character is a lot of fun if you like that event. So if you've read it, if you read all 8 issues and you read the tie-ins with Green Lantern and you want the whole thing, the whole shebang, it is a lot of fun to read. Besides Roger Stern,
what are your favorite Spider-Man runs, and how does John Byrne's Superman run compare to his Fantastic Four? Oh, good question.
I think he starts Superman off with a bang. He does everything right, where his Fantastic Four was a little bit of a slow burn at first. So to me, Superman, because I mean he had the template, right? Guy, last son of Krypton, comes over to Earth. Oh, he has great foster parents, like the best parents somebody could have asked for. And he builds on that and expands on it, changing a few things here and there. I really, really liked it, man. I think, I appreciate some of the stories more in Fantastic Four, of course, because they were way ahead of their time, especially, that issue with Doc Ock and Sue. And that's all I'm going to say about that without going into spoilers. My gosh, that's rough. There's a lot of rough issues to read, including some that I will talk about on Monday. So that's going to be another premiere video because I kind of want to know what people think. Because in the new printing of Volume 2, they blacked out some words. And I understand why they did it. And I always talk about, on the channel, how I'm not the biggest fan of censorship. Because, these are products of their time and they're showing how things were done back then. But it is a really weird tell. Unlike God Loves, Man Kills, where I understand where Claremont was coming from. With this one, they were really pushing the idea of racism in the 2 stories. So, yeah. So that premiere will be 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join me live for that, or
on Monday.
It'll be already edited and ready to go. Yeah.
And Anthony's asking by rolling.
Omar, can you roll yours?
Nope. I was trying the other day because the student was showing me that she could, and I'm like, nope. When does the reprint of Iron Fist Omni release again? Hopefully, no more delays.
Let me find out. I want to, because I know there's some other people asking about delays and things like that. I haven't seen the latest delays, so let me find out.
Look at this name, King of Wakanda. What's your favorite movie? If you don't know, what's your top 5?
Oh my god, of all time? Dude, I talk. Of all time, right? All time. Doesn't matter. They don't have to be superhero movies. Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. No, that's a great movie. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. It's an old classic black and white film. Jimmy Stewart, John Wayne. I love that movie. Yes.
Okay.
Dreams by Akira Kurosawa, because you got to be all snooty and fancy and out of college. Like, have you ever seen the works of Akira Kurosawa? Dreams. I think most people probably go with the Seven Samurai or that. Yeah, I think not Hidden Fortress, but the Dreams, the Untouchables, the 1987 Untouchables, and let's round it off with Goonies. I love the Goonies. Those are top five. Top five.
These are just random ones that pop in my head. Fight Club, Interstellar, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Dang, Interstellar broke that list. Fight Club.
Dude, what's another eclectic random one?
That you like?
Yeah.
Little Shop of Horrors, but that's not that eclectic though.
Little Shop of Horrors. No, I just meant with
horrors.
the
just in case you too.
Kind of like, oh man, I love Fight Club so much, and I love Pee-wee's Big Adventure so much. Oh man. Space movies, goofy movies, and old time Tim Burton, classic Tim Burton. Mm-hmm. And 2001: A Space Odyssey. Thank you.
It's a good one. See, I dropped what I was doing.
My Neighbor Totoro. That's my favorite.
We're doing animation and Transformers. Because there's only one Transformers movie, and it's called Transformers 1986.
Yes. See, I'm with you with some of these, and I appreciate the others. And there's more. I cannot. Aliens. I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
Terminator 2.
So I read The Vision, Unstoppable Bar, and I want to make a video about Mr. Miracle, not Miracle Man, Mr. Miracle by Tom King, and I just haven't yet, just because that's really important to me right now. And I read Stitches by David Small.
I love that book.
You could just 20 minutes, just sit down and read it.
That made it my top 10 in
2021,
I think.
It's he's recounting his memoir. He's recounting his childhood with abusive parents. And I picked up 20th Century, but I brought it upstairs, 20th Century Boys, because I start reading that. I'm still reading My Hero Academia, like when I eat and I need something to read, and it's right there. I don't think I could hold 20th Century Boys while I eat, though.
You better not be holding any of my books while you eat. So the Iron Fist Omnibus, sorry about that. Looks like the last week of February. So hopefully no more delays. Transformers Scramble City. No, we never got it in America. And then when we did, it wasn't even translated. You think we can expect more Savage Dragon? Yes, we can.
Is the Amazing Spider-Man by Nick Spencer Omni Volume 1 standard cover already out of print? It's gone at IST and Walt's Comic Shop.
I don't know if it is. Hold on one second. I can find that out, but it might take me a little bit. I
kind of liked 3 Jokers. I enjoyed it. Cody's like 3 Jokers is garbage.
I'm not a fan
and
of
Bart,
it.
That's a good
idea. I don't like when they go back and touch my favorite stories like that.
Let's see, and I don't have that much of emotional attachment. Yes.
Oh, my favorite. I didn't answer.
Straczynski and did Michelini have a run, or is it just?
Michelini had a run for over 100 issues. Yeah, he had a run.
I think he was just kind of like off and on. Michelini and Straczynski. Besides Roger.
I mean, you can't go wrong with the classic Stan stuff though. Like that really set the bar for a good comic book. Yeah, J.M. DeMatteis is up there. Peter David's up there for me. I was actually talking to Aaron about this. Chris Claremont counts because he was writing the second Spider-Man series for a little bit, the Marvel team-up. But actually, Michelini was my childhood. Michelini, that era of Michelini, McFarlane, Eric Larson, and then, of course, Mark Bagley. So that era was really, really freaking good.
Omnibus, I basically asked him when you coming to Australia.
2025 is we decided to go to New Zealand and Australia.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
I think we were talking about it, but we didn't
decide. I decided. I don't know if Melanie's coming or not with me.
Okay, gotcha.
What are the chances of ever getting X-Men Unlimited Omnibus? I don't know. That's a good question because they're already... Well, you know what? It's X-Men. So I think with X-Men, more than likely you're going to get an omnibus. But I mean, that's a lot of double dipping because within the pages of the oversized hardcovers, like Bishop's Crossing, not Bishop's Crossing. By the time you get to Shattershot, Fatal Attraction, Cyclops and Phoenix Wedding, those have the X-Men Unlimited in reading order too. So
Savage Dragon, we are looking at 25 hardcovers?
Absolutely, yeah.
And Australia.
I'm from Australia. And you can cash on my couch. Okay, I'll remember that. Y'all better let me in.
I completely missed this opportunity, Versailles, to promote the book club with our Patreon. The $7.77 tier, the engagement tier, where you get access to the Ask Me Anything, and the past tier rewards like Discord and early access videos. Book club. We are reading God Country and meeting the 31st of this month to discuss it. I believe it's 9 p.m. Eastern time. And God Country, you'll just read the whole way through, probably in one sitting, and then you'll cry at the end. It's about a father who is suffering from dementia, and this is in the very first issue. When he gets a sword, he holds on to it, he remembers everything. So he doesn't want to give up the sword, right?
It's good.
Oh, and Bugger Lugs lives in Australia. Melbourne is the best city.
On God. Okay, I'll remember that. Hey, Omar, I got the AVX Omnibus for Christmas, but the dust jacket was ripped. Do you know any way of getting a replacement dust jacket outside of somebody customizing it and getting it printed over at Staples? No, there's no unfortunately custom or dust jacket replacement program. Neither company does that. I'm sorry. How would you map an Omni with all of the smaller Ultimate series like Daredevil and Elektra? Probably make an Ultimate companion. Just call it the Ultimate Companion. Have the Marvel team up stuff in there, even though some of that stuff isn't even canon. And some of them was not that good either. But that doesn't matter. If you're a collector of that stuff, that's what would matter. Would you have Ultimate Adventures in there, though? Because I don't think anyone recognizes that. So which cover Spider-Man Beyond Omnibus has the spine with Ben Reilly looking confused? That's Kraven the Hunter. The one by Humberto Ramos. That one there.
And he looks really confused.
Because this one has 3 covers, doesn't it? Or was it Nick Spencer that had 3 covers? I can't remember.
I like his costume.
Ben Reilly's back. Spoilers. What? That's a huge deal. Why is he back?
Melbourne is pronounced Melbourne.
Really? Is it really? I
don't know. That's what
Regarding the standard Spencer cover at IST, go back up a little bit, baby. Okay. They were waiting more for from the distributor. Mine also got delayed. BWC OPB has both covers in stock. Well, thank you all for that.
Bar, sure. If you don't read God Country, still attend the
Will you quit talking to Bar and ask this question?
I had it up on the screen and you went to somebody else's.
I didn't even click. You did.
I clicked it for you to answer.
Oh,
well. And then you're like, brr.
Okay, Tiffy.
New announcements this week?
Probably 2, or maybe just
cold.
1. Maybe just 1 announcement this week.
Oh yeah, because you were saying it's just.
I have to space them out, and I have to talk to David.
And you also have to get permission, or what's it called?
It has to be approved by the legal team at Disney. Disney has to approve my videos when doing those announcements.
I did not read all of Spider-Man Beyond, but I liked it. What I read, I read the first half.
If you're a fan of the Ben Reilly character, yes, except for the last part.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't get
except for the last part. If you're a fan of the Ben Reilly character, you're gonna be like, "What?" I love Peter Davis' Young Justice so good that it makes me dislike both Judd Winnig's Graduation Day, I remember, and John's Teen Titans. I know that is a hot take, Supreme Omega.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat.
And you change your picture on me. Is that the Green Goblin with Spider-Man?
Get up really.
It's a hot take because I love his run too. But without Graduation Day, we wouldn't have had Titans, and we wouldn't have had, or Teen Titans, sorry, and we wouldn't have had Outsiders. And I really like both of those series. And I hated what they did, of course, to two particular characters. One actually got to come back. The other one nobody even remembers. Tyler, what's going on? But I can enjoy it and still appreciate the other 2 books after that.
They fight every week. It's not 2%. No, wasn't it 4% tips?
I don't know. You made it go up this year. New year, new you. Can you share your thoughts on the Sigil Omni and CrossGen in general? I know very little about it. Your announcement was intriguing. Worth getting. If you like standalone stories that don't have any impact on a bigger universe, right? There weren't huge crossover events. I mean, some of it did tie together with another series, but it's all standalone. And that one is definitely like sci-fi. And it was good. There were some great stories like the hospital issue and Felicia's features, but it's mostly mediocre. The hospital issue is the one I did not like, actually. Wait a minute, you talking about? No, never mind. I can't spoil that. You see the Invisible Season 2 trailer? Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just him and Alan eating. And I forgot that Seth Rogen does Alan's voice, and I'm not the biggest fan of that guy. But, I know a lot of people really like him. But I'm excited for it, man. CrossGen is not about drag queens. Big false.
Big false advertising.
What is wrong with you? How come the Ultimate End by Bendis and Bagley wasn't in Miles Morales Omni? What Omni could that in the it would be in the Ultimate's Companion? I'm honestly surprised because that's where something big happens, a return of a character I don't want to spoil, but it still shouldn't have happened. What are your least favorite Nightwing stories? I got 2 words for you. I'm talking a story you thought was intentionally trying to ruin the character. Oh, I got 2 words for you. No, 3 words. Devin. Grayson. Ironic, right? Tarantula. That's all I'm going to say. For anybody that has read that story, how did the editors even let that get published? That's all. I can't even say the word. We'll get demonetized what happens in that story. Oh. What the? Oh, that one makes me mad, man. That one makes me mad. I don't care. You know what? They could change his name to Rick Grayson forever, but that one made me mad. Omar, at the end of 2023, is there a chance to see the first omnibus of the Inhumans? Is this Geo? How many accounts does Geo have asking for the Inhumans? It's definitely a property that didn't do well in any format, the classic trades or the OHCs. It's one of those things that's a meme. That's like, quit trying to make the Inhumans happen. Maybe, I can see. I mean, we've got Eternals in omnibus format. I can see that happening. I don't know if by end of 2023, but actually, I do know. No, not by the end of 2023. I can say that much, man.
Thank you for the super chat, Fargate.
What's up, man? Spider-Verse, Spider-Geddon Omnibus releasing next month. Also, you need you to back on the Amazing Collected Edition show for follow-up. Oh, you need me back? Okay. Yeah, man, let me know. Just shoot me an email and book me.
For follow-up on Collected Editions.
Yep, just let me know, man. I'm there.
And thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, man. And you hope you've been doing well, Fargate. Was Devin Grayson the editor at the time? No, she was the writer at the time. And there are other things that Devin Grayson wrote that I actually enjoy, like the Black Widow stuff. But what was happening? If you throw a Spanish curse, do your video, I don't know. YouTube's so weird. Can both of you describe your comic reading routines? When are you most active? I like this question.
How do you carve out time to read them? The weekends. Like last weekend, I actually did it. I read like 2 books.
Yeah, but I left to go out of the house. That was nice. That was nice.
But yeah, and then when I eat, and then he doesn't like it. But I've done that ever since I was a kid. I don't want to just sit there and eat. I like reading while I eat.
I don't want to find barbecue sauce in a book I'm reading 5 years from now. I'm going, Melanie. Okay, for me, I read. I set time aside to read. I read late at night. But honestly, my best reading comes early in the morning. Like after shooting a video and editing, I sit down to read. I eat lunch. I come back and read. But reading does cut into family time a lot. I'll say that. Like
I gotta after I go to bed too.
Yeah, and I what I try to do is I wait for my kids to go to bed because I don't want to miss time with them.
Which is me going to bed at the same time.
Yeah, which Melanie goes to bed early, and so I got about 3 hours. Sometimes if a story's good enough, I can't put it down. I'm up till like 2 o'clock in the morning. So.
And then you take the kids to school, and you're like, I'm gonna come back and take a nap.
Find myself a comfy couch to read in. That's where I do most of my reading. Sometimes I do read in bed though. Like because I have to, right? But yeah, I do a lot of reading. Every once in a while, I might read down here. If it's like a trade paperback, I can go through it. Spider-Geddon is releasing. Actually, when is that one? I thought that one got pushed back.
Well, while you look at that, Aaron, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Omar, Melanie. Good morning. Aside from Hickman's X-Men and X-Related, what are your favorite post-Secret Wars 2015 Marvel books and runs?
Jed McKay's Moon Knight. Jed McCain's Black Widow, Carla Pacheco's Black Cat, Carla Pacheco's Spider-Woman, another series nobody talked about with that fine artwork. Immortal Hulk was good. Venom was good by Donny Cates. Immortal Hulk by Al Ewing. Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky. There's been a lot. I've had a lot. Marvel's had a lot of good runs. Not everyone's a hit, though. Of course. Kieran Gillen's Eternals is my favorite Eternals. Like, even the legendary Neil Gaiman could not get me into Eternals. It wasn't until Gillen wrote that. That stuff is so good. And I can't wait to read the what is it? AXE? X-Men Avengers Eternals. I think that's what it's called. Spider-Verse should be out. I got it back in like October, so it should not be delayed anymore. But let me double check. Sorry, sweetie, what were you gonna say?
It is past noon, so now it's the time for mail call.
And Walt's Comic Shop. So it looks like February 21st.
Oh, I left. Hey, sorry, I left the here. Can I have it, please? I left the Bart going forever. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when I click on super chat and then you're like,
well, I needed to look something
I'm
up.
Just teasing.
Okay, well, you gotta drop the attitude. Somebody was saying we didn't tip 2%. I'm sorry, was that too much?
I'm not doing the Walt's Comic Shop.
All right, today's episode is brought to you by Walt's Comic Shop. If you live in Europe and are interested in buying and pre-ordering Omnis, then you should definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop. Did you leave? In Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU. Flat shipping rates of €12 for all Euro or EU countries. Bulletproof packaging. All emails will be answered within 24 hours. And they also offer a superb line of books that are out of print. Walt's Comic Shop.
I'm not mad at Walt's Comic Shop, so here we go.
Tell them Near Make Edition sent you their way, or put it all in one word at the checkout. Did you want to do that part? You always do the singing, so
if you use Near Make Condition all one word code at checkout, you get free shipping for if you're in an EU country with your first order over €40. That's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ting. Okay.
Ting.
Now let's catch back up on the chat.
We've lost so many viewers. They've reported us.
If you would like to send like fan art or letters or any type of packages, our physical address is Near Mint Condition, P.O. Box 1678, Versailles, Kentucky 40383. And our email address is nearmintcon@gmail.com.
Oh, dude, this is so kind.
So this is the first package. It is from John Eckes.
Is that how you pronounce it?
And this is pronounced. Oh, John, what if I'm still pronouncing it wrong?
What if it's Eckes? No, it's Eckes, right?
And that is really pretty.
I completely forgot about this. So this is Lupin the Third. Should we send marriage counseling books? I know we've already passed that class. Thank you. We graduated with honors.
Yes, I love.
Yes, you can, please. Especially my wife loves those. These are the greatest heists. Published by 7 Seas Entertainment. This isn't published in chronological order, but it is Monkey Punch's character all of this is done by him, and Adrian Beck is the translator.
Thank you, John.
This is the table of contents. I haven't had a chance to read these. I honestly, my Lupin the Third books were all from Tokyo Pop.
Lupin the Third.
They put out some good books, man. Like these hardcovers are nice. They're not deluxe, but they're hardcover. Art on board. I love Lupin. Rupon.
Here's the next one.
Let's see. Oh, this is from Tom, I think. And I told him I started reading it. This is the Genu Omnibus. You can pick this up at Amazon. I was gonna see if
just some of the artwork.
Yeah, this is all in black and white. It has a very manga feel to it. Told him I just moved it. He sent it to me a while back, and hope he didn't send it again because he thought I lost it. It was just I hadn't had a chance to read. I really like the art. It's black and white, beautiful. Some of it looks like it's not even inked. Yeah, and it definitely has a manga flair to it. And that is Genu. So maybe I can talk to these guys when I finish reading it. This is rated Teen Plus. And I believe Tom's the one that I talked to that sent it to me. Tommaso Tedesca. So it's got 3 different writers. These gentlemen right here. And then one artist. Alexandra Fastovets. And really, really like the art in this. Definitely has a manga feel.
This is from Estonia.
Oh, did it finally come in from my buddy Marco?
And there's snacks.
Yeah, look, Marco, if you're watching, it finally came in. Happy New Year. Continue being awesome. All the best. He's such a good guy. Christmas card. And this is The Few and the Curse by Felipe Cabno and Fabiano Neves. Oh, I like the red flare. Is this more chocolate?
Glittery. It's glittery.
So this was all in English. Who published? Is this self-published? Clover Press.
Thank you so much. That's a gorgeous book, and for the awesome food that I'm going to do.
Oh, he's saying candy.
Snacks.
He's saying candy and chocolate.
We have one more package, and
Maddie got a package, but I'm letting her open it. Do you think Big Darn Sin City will be reprinted? Well, now that Frank Miller is doing something with Dan Didio at their own studio, I don't know. The big thing that I heard them say is that they were going to start doing more. Oh, this is the Kickstarter. Okay, thank you so much for that. It looks awesome. I like this artwork, man. The big thing that I heard them say is that they're going to do more Sin City, but at their new publishing. Is this from Craig Ryan?
Yes, it is.
Craig sent us some books as a donation for our giveaways. Oh, man.
Thank you, Craig.
I know these are not in order, but it's the death of Superman.
How dare you not hold them up in order?
So thank you so much. I love sneaking. I love when somebody wings a big lot and I still sneak a bunch of books in there. Dude, I snuck some books in your lot, right? Because I know that you had an omnibus in there. But so thank you for that, Craig. When's the review of the Grayson Omnibus coming out? That will come out probably next week. It's been busy, and I'm sorry. Do you think they will finish Invincible in HC Compendiums? Yes, and somebody was asking a little bit earlier about that, and I will be doing a what's it called? An overview of that when I get it in, because I want to compare. I think it's going to be standard size. What are the chances of an American child? All right, Cody. I did not mean to laugh. If she's your favorite character, sure. Yeah, if she has her own movie or TV show, maybe. Although we didn't get a Miss Marvel omnibus when she got her own TV show. All right, we got Mr. Super Chat. On War Games, Tarantula should have died instead. Fact.
Here.
I got it for a second.
Okay.
Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything because I thought I saw something up here. Melbourne. Oh, I'm glad that we can go back further now because before with this, we couldn't. We could only go back so far. So this is letting you go back. And then maybe this will let you go back to the beginning. All right, let's catch up.
So here is your gift, Supreme Omega. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for that. Will I be doing a new Spider-Man reading order? Yes, this year. I'll let the Patreons vote on that. I got to go back to Transformers in February. So, what character am I laughing at? Oh, you're talking about America Chavez. I'm not laughing at her because she's a lesbian. I'm laughing at her because she was a poorly written character. She could have been straight, and I still would have been laughing at her. Although Gillen's run was awesome. Mine was supposed to have a message in it. No biggie.
Oh, right, because we just read out loud the last part. Okay, Omar, this one does have pictures.
Oh, John. Okay.
And then we just
I focused on your name instead.
So, if that didn't make sense to you last week, John graciously sent us a book, and it didn't have pictures in it. That's
what is this book without? Dude, John, that was unexpected, and thank you so much. What do you think of X-Men: The Adamantium edition? Did they have an X-Men one? Oh no, they did. Did they? I know they had a Wolverine Adamantium collection. There were huge books that got discontinued. So don't expect any more of those or the monster books, sadly. But I thought they were really cool. I think they were trying to do something different and make it bigger than the absolute editions, but bookstores hated those things. So thank you, baby.
Martin is arranging his Omni collection. Where would you put Untold Tales of Spider-Man?
Untold Tales of Spider-Man, I would put after Spider-Man. I mean, I know where it belongs. It's weird because I have my classic X-Men right before Uncanny 3. But it's X-Men. But if I was a Spider-Man guy, then I would put it right beside 1. So I would put 1 and then Untold Tales. How many Wolverine Omnis could they potentially make? Oh, a lot, man. Like 12, 13? A lot. And people, people were asking me, like, how many between 4 and the Wolverine by Mark Miller? I mean, you're talking if they put everything, because they're putting in the Marvel Comics Presents, they're putting all the one-shots. If you're putting everything in there, man. I mean, because you still need, even if you finish Volume 1, you still need the Greg Rucka stuff. So I would say, gosh, 10.
Why did you cheat at board games? Maddie told everyone what you did last week.
Maddie's a snitch. Maddie is a snitch, and she's a liar.
Why we quit playing Pokemon.
She is a liar.
Just argue about the rules.
What are you people talking about? I don't cheat. Hey, Omar, is Halo Jones Omni out of print or out of stock? I checked the comic releases website, and it doesn't show up there. Does your contact at 2000 have any news? I know the slipcase is gone. The slipcase edition is gone. I'm doing my overview this week, and I think the Omnibus is still in print. So it should not be out. Other than Mark Spector Volume 2, are we missing any MK that's not collected? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, wait. In Omnibus format? Yes. The modern stuff. Because we have the Charlie Houston. No, thank you, baby. We have the Charlie Houston stuff. You done?
No,
how is it?
Face.
Coconut? But we need a lot of other stuff like Jeff Lemire, Brian Michael Bendis, the Warren Ellis stuff. Was it Cullen Bunn that wrote it, or what was the writer? And Warren Ellis and Brian Wood. I think it was Cullen Bunn that wrote that series too. I cannot remember, but yeah, we need like a modern run. Who do I pay to get a KOTOR reprint? I love that you call it KOTOR.
And thank you, Austin, for the super chat.
You can vote on our poll next year. And thank you for the super chat. You can vote on our poll that we do every year for the most wanted Marvel Omnibus reprint. And we do that every year. That will be in February. So in a month, everybody has a chance to vote. Thoughts on James Gunn and Peter Safran taking over DCU? Hey, it's a fresh start. Sure, let's do it. Going in with an open mind.
Has Justice League No Justice ever been printed in OHC format?
No, and they missed it. How you doing, Matthew? Great artist. If you're not following this guy's art on Instagram and Twitter, you need to. He's a phenomenal artist. And working on a lot of projects, which I love to see. Unfortunately, no. For some reason, they did not put it in the Scott Snyder Justice League book. So I don't know. America's Chavez. You'd buy it, Jack. Although I really liked her in Ultimates. I thought, but I think that also has to do with the writers, right? I like that because of Al Ewing, and I liked her in Young Avengers because of Gillen. Just her ongoing miniseries. My goodness, rough.
Do you think Black Widow by Kelly Thompson will ever be collected in OHC?
I hope so. And even if we don't get that, there's a lot of wonderful stories we can get in OHC format or oversized format by putting it as a modern omnibus of Black Widow. You know, like Mark Wade's run in there. Even Devin Grayson's that I was talking about. Marvel and David Gabriel, please give us a reprint of Thor by Jason Aaron, Volume 1. I did ask him about that last year. And I can't remember what happened. He said maybe we might do it. But again, if you're needing it, don't forget to vote on the reprint poll. They really have been following that.
And where will you find the reprint?
I'll do a video here on the channel talking about all the out of print books, and then you all go and vote. I'll leave a link, and I'll get my wonderful team that worked on that before to do it again.
And just before you address John's comment, Ramon saying, "Hombre, let your wife feed you."
I'm not that type of husband. But thank you, brother.
Wait. I had John's thing up. Where is it? There we go. Why is Marvel so stingy when it comes to gallery editions? Too few, too infrequently.
I wish we got them once a month. I don't know. It could be a matter of production, not just the cost, but also setting the time to do it. Because it's not your average format type of book, right? It's a big book. You like that? I'll have one, baby.
Oh.
You don't have to feed it to me. They'll put No Justice in the Snyder Omnibus Solicits, then remove it a week before. This man might be right.
Catch
no,
it.
I'm not.
Catch it.
Catch it. I hope that was worth the laugh. I missed Infinity Gauntlet Omni twice. Can we get Are you serious, Chris? It's out of print again?
John, thank you for the super chat. You like it? It's cranberry. Let's see. Hey guys, thanks for all the hard work, sacrifice, a great community you've built. Since Mel posted what she's currently reading, what is Omar reading at the moment? Let me just read this while you're chewing. I just left the comic store in the mall, and they had a Thor by Jason Aaron Omni Volume 1.
Lionheart, you should go and pick it up for the man that's missing it. This is why I don't eat during the streams. Kang, the Saga, Once and Future Conquer, the Elektra, Black, White, and Blood, the Ant-Man, Giant Man, Epic Collection Volume 2, I just wrapping up the Ballad of Halo Jones, which is I really like that book. And that book right there. This manga right here, which just went out of stock. This is Yokohama Kaidashi Kiko. This is the deluxe edition published by 7 Seas. It's not a hardcover, it is a soft cover. And it was near impossible to find. I had to Amazon was out of stock. I think Right Stuff was out of stock, but it'll probably come back in stock. I just love the artwork. It looks like your slice of life type of story.
A quiet cup of coffee, something as the world winds down.
Sometimes
read it.
That's all you need in life. And thank you so much, John, for the super chat, my brother. I hope life's been treating you well. Yes.
This last Aliens volume, couldn't they made one more? Feel like they missed some issues.
That's everything that they missed will be in an AVP omnibus. Not that that's coming out anytime soon, but I know it will be in the works.
Thank you.
Bar.
We were just throwing all the food at you.
Remember when you threw that stuff and you said, I'm going to promise to clean it, and you never cleaned it up.
The peanuts.
You never
I did.
You got the girls to do it.
Yes, I did. Whatever.
Marvel Indiana Jones Omnibus when? I don't know if next year would be or this year would be the time to do it, right? With that movie coming out.
Thank you for the super chat.
What is the movie called? The Last Snapchat? It's got a weird name. What is the movie called?
Snapchat.
The Last Text Message. Hold
on. Is it called, guys?
What's Indiana Jones and the Last Sugar
Rush?
What? Not Alf versus Predator. Gotta send Omar and Melanie some Trunkies and Duplo snacks. Oh, yes, Duplo snacks. Yes. What the heck is the new Indiana Jones movie called, man? First time on the chat. Appreciate all this channel has done.
Welcome.
Getting me into comics. Wouldn't have discovered Starman or Masonic.
Yay!
Okay, first of all, that makes me really happy that you discovered both of my favorite things. The Dial of Destiny. I told you it was something stupid like that. The Dial of Destiny?
I knew there'd be 10. Thank you.
What does that even mean? Indiana Jones doesn't call people. Dial for
that makes me think of like a rotary phone, though. You dial.
Oh, right. I was thinking of a phone line. Who's he gonna call? You better call Short Round. And you better tell
TikTok dance.
I thought it was the last Snapchat. That's sad. Indy gets the last Snapchat. Anyway, sorry.
Dial H for Hero. What is that from?
Dial H for Hero is a comic book.
Oh,
guy like accidentally dials H, and
like oh my goddess, like accidentally dialing a goddess. Favorite Batman book story?
Legacy.
I thought it was No Man's Land.
That was my favorite omnibus. Legacy is my favorite story. And I'm reading. I forgot to say,
cartoon.
I'm also reading Gargoyles, which has been good. It's come back. Dynamite is printing those, so I kind of want to do a review of that with Darkwing Duck with my daughter. Order Phantom Stranger from Reed. Hope it comes out. Well,
thank you for the super chat,
Jeff.
And yes,
you did your part. So even if it doesn't, even if it gets canceled, at least people can't blame you. Jeff Sutter was a hero.
Last MySpace.
Indiana Jones.
Dial of Doom.
Dial of Destiny. Man, I have high hopes. I hope.
Hey, Kane.
Thank you.
These.
Where'd you get? You bought these for us
a couple years ago. Some t-shirt site. Sorry.
It's funny.
Probably if you Google Player
when we get lost at a convention, I look for this shirt and I see another guy wearing a Player 2 shirt, and I end up taking him home, and it gets really awkward when it comes to dinner time.
So Bar's saying you should try the current Poison Ivy series, Me, by G. Willow Wilson. Enjoy it, and then force Omar to read it. Thank you. All right.
She doesn't force me to read anything.
It?
No, it's coming out in trade paperback.
Okay.
Or in hardcover, standard size hardcover in, I think it's May, isn't it? May? Yeah. Thought Disney owned Gargoyles. They do. They also own Darkwing Duck, but much like Star Wars, like Dark Horse is printing the Star Wars adventure books, which are like the ones geared more towards kids. What's up, Adam? These keep in mind they also own Duck Comics, and Fantagraphics are printing those. So it's just one of the things that they haven't done, but they could at any time. But they would rather let somebody else license it out for somebody else to print. And I always think, oh my gosh, they could literally do a Marvel Masterworks Carl Barks Duck comics. That would be amazing. Can you imagine the restoration process? Like, you know, it would take forever, of course. Get one a year maybe, but man. Big Stu.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Go ahead.
Are you ready? You ready, Big Stu?
What's upcoming on the Bestest channel ever this week?
Thank you, buddy. And I hope you're doing a little bit better. Sunday will be the New Rebellion, Star Wars New Rebellion Omnibus Volume 1 overview. Monday will be the Fantastic Four by John Byrne Volume 2 reprint and comparing it to the original printing. And that will go live at 11:30, and it is a premiere video. So you can go in the chat and ask me questions and talk about it. I am curious about people's thoughts. And I'm sorry, it's not New Rebellion, New Republic, because it's after episode 6. And in the afternoon will be the Hulk by Peter David Omnibus Volume 2 overview. Tuesdays, the Marvel trades, as well as the Return of Old Reader, New Reader. Wednesday is what? There's something. Batman and Robin overview. And at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Amanda and I we come back with Real Talk, where we talk about comic book type of movies or TV shows. And I think we're gonna put up a poll as to what to watch, what you all want us to watch. Thursday is here's the question: do you all want? No, never mind. Thursday will be the Marvel solicitations for May. I haven't decided on a time yet because I got to go and help somebody out next Thursday. Otherwise, it would be next Thursday. And Friday is Where to Start Reading. That comes back with, I wanted to do Where to Start Reading Marvel Comics since I've been asked that a ton lately. So, yes. Got my, Death Metal. I forgot about that one too. Death Metal. And the Halo the Ballad of Halo Jones. I think my death metal will come out next Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. That's when I had it out. Yeah, it's pretty expensive too. I'm looking for Dynamite reprinting the older Gargoyle comics as well. Yes, that will come out. I'll make some kind of announcement. I think they're doing a Kickstarter first on Robin. While I still feel like Jason should have stayed dead. Thank you so much, Supreme Omega. I'm not a fan of the victim blaming he got because nobody blames his mom who betrayed. Oh man, I remember Maddie put it the best way. We were reviewing it for old reader, new reader, and she was like, he finally meets his mom, and that bee left her kid at the hands of the Joker. Yeah. Tim Drake is my Robin, and it's okay, Joel. You still made it. Omar, you worry you're gonna lose your Marvel contract to Omni Dog? He has a puppet.
What kind of puppet?
Like a metaphor puppet or like a real puppet? Look, we got puppets here too. Okay, yeah. It's a kid-friendly show. Well, the Saturday stream is anyway.
AMA asked me anything through Patreon. It's not. Hi, Uncanny Omar.
Yeah, what's up, Alf?
What's up? Oh.
You okay?
Yeah. Cody's still trolling you. Let's see. The Joker was an Iranian ambassador because those were the times.
He was. He said, "Let's Membo." Oh, I love that story.
Any chance of a Grayson Omnibus overview?
Yes. This week sometime. I gotta try to sneak it into my schedule. Oh man. When's the Frank Miller Daredevil overview coming? Very much looking forward to that. That will be the last week of the month because it got pushed back to that week. So this is a kid-friendly show. What's up, Final Shadow?
Dang nabbit.
Am I a Lotor fan? Yes. The books and the movies. Absolutely. Am I a Hobbit fan? The book. Am I a Rings of Power fan? I'll have to watch it. It's Lord of the Rings related. It's pretty. Better late than never. Will the Thor Jason Aaron Omnibus Volume 2 standard cover have the same banner cover to match Volume 1 and War of the Realms? I would assume so, yes. I would assume so. The Incredible Hulk by Peter David Omnibus Volume 2 new printing next week. Only standard cover. The DM got pushed back.
Is the DM?
Oh, gosh, I was just looking. I forgot to look up. Well, let's find out. Hulk Volume Omnibus 2. Let's see what happens. It looks like January 24th. No, it looks like both covers. The standard edition and the direct market cover. Both of them are getting published that day. January 24th.
Mm-hmm. So is the Ultimate Spider-Man Omni Volume 1 out of print because it's sold out in all the sites I use?
Yes, it is. It is officially out of print. So if you can find it somewhere. First of all, I'm really surprised it went out of print again. Holy moly. You all really went out and bought that thing up. That is amazing. Gargoyles will get a hardcover. I don't think an omnibus. Oh, I don't know. Of course, I will try to push it.
So 2 people got those Alf puppets. James sent those like a couple of years ago.
A couple of years ago, yeah.
Let's see. So Alex is saying there's been a lot of Omnis lately. Thank God February will be lighter.
Well, what happened was they were catching up because you remember last summer they didn't have hardly any. I think there was one omnibus release every month. Got a video exporting right now. Do you have a favorite thing to do?
Ben's videos on Bunkmaster B.
Yeah. What do I do while the video is progressing? I read or I start editing another video because I'm
if we have somewhere to go, and he's like, it's still processing. I'm like,
like that's my fault. Like that's my fault.
Any update as to when the Spider-Verse Omni will drop? Can't wait for that one.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It's February. I think was it February 21st? Is that what I said? Anybody remember what I say? I know I never do.
I didn't.
February 21st. So that's when my overview will come out. Like I said, I try to do my overviews the week these books come out. I mean, yes, if I wanted all the likes and stuff, I would release it way early. But by the time it comes out, people will be like, wait a minute, what's coming out this week? I like to remind people what's coming out. It's my way of reminding people. Yep. And repeating myself. Forgot to ask.
The Transformers reading order start back up.
In February, my brother. It's gonna be a weird one because it's like all the odds and ends that aren't canon really. Why Wolverine Wolverine Omni 3 had a manufacturing defect. Bunch of pages had a hole. Oh no, a dent in it, as if a pebble got stuck in the printing machine. Did anybody else have that problem? I haven't heard, man.
Should I panic and buy the Jim Lee variant of Wolverine Volume 3, or do they usually reprint the same covers?
I would say they usually do, but not all the time. Not all the time, so I don't know. I don't want you to panic and buy it, though. Wait till you can get it.
Panic!
Omar, which one's better in terms of content? Superior Spider-Man 1 or Spider-Man Brand New Day, Volume 1? Superior Spider-Man 1. Keep in mind, that's the magnum opus, though. Spider-Man 2099? Oh my gosh, I hope not. That thing was delayed from last year. I still don't have my copy, though, but if it's May... it looks like May. Yeah, May 23rd for both covers.
Does the Squirrel Girl Omnibus have a flat spine? Nope, it's just so big.
Oh, I'm sorry, I meant to show it again. After stretching it, it's just so big that it looks like it's a flat spine, but it's
slightly curved.
It's slightly curved. Like Wolverine Omnibus Volume 2, when that came out, it looked like it was a flat spine, but it's just... Yeah.
Oh, Kiko, saw your Calvin Hobbes video last night, Melanie. So I bought the paperback complete set last night on Amazon for $89 after tax. It's currently 40% off on Amazon. You are welcome. Oh, man. I just love that strip so much. Wow. Hey, you can see your whole eyeball in there. No, come on now. You got to go straight at the camera. Oh, this thing is heavy.
You're going to drop this book and dent it.
Okay,
and
it's difficult. It's difficult.
Calling someone out.
Nerd in the Hood say, "Do you get burned out reading the Omnis?"
I need palate cleanser. Palate cleansers when I do get burned out. I'm not gonna lie, because there are times that I'm reading so much, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I read things like this. It's nice. Slightly curved. I thought this was a family. What's up, Max? How are you, brother? My shirt back. It's answering all these questions.
You're not capitalizing every word.
Yeah, or hashtagging.
Wait. Where's my new Punisher? Okay, well that's okay. That's stylistic choice. Capitalize the question.
So to be fair, yes, of course I get burned out because it's work, right? Whatever it is that you do for a living, you eventually get burned out. And what I do is I started playing a video game too. Seriously, I play video games to kind of also take a break from this, which is it's weird to say out loud, right? Take a step back. He reads comics for a living and he needs a break. Yeah, but you do need a break, right? After so many things.
Eat chocolate for a living? Do you need a break?
If you eat chocolate for a living, what do you do?
I ate so much chocolate this morning.
Other than the Lucifer and Books of Magic, there's more Omnis of Sandman classics. Outside of Sandman, no. Do they have enough material? The Dreaming, they could probably put the Dreaming in Omnibus. No. Not doing Captain D or whatever his name was. Captain Jack.
Captain Jack.
Good morning, Omar.
Does anybody know Captain Jack? Hey, oh, Captain Jack.
All right, let me answer this question, baby.
How are you, Ringmaster? I saw your Wolvie 3 video, but it was unclear to me if the pic was thin or not. Waiting for my copy in the mail. It was thicker than Ultimate Spider-Man.
It was thicker than Ultimate Spider-Man 2, which was printed at the Donnelly printer. That one was printed at the iMac printer. So it varies, seriously. Like, that's a different paper stock than the paper stock they're using for this, for Squirrel Girl. Seriously. Captain Jack Harkness. No, not that one. Yeah, I think so too. The Dreaming had multiple volumes. It did, so they could make it all in one. I think it would have one omnibus. Most anticipated omnibus of 2023, reprint or brand new. So far, Wolverine Omnibus Volume 4, but I am excited for a couple more that I get to announce later on. So, oh yeah, a couple more.
Been reading Follow the Mutants, and it's rough getting through the Claremont.
I hate that you said that. Why would you say that? I was having a good Saturday, Roberto Rodriguez.
All right, Ben knows one of my favorite DDR tracks. That and Butterfly, yes, by Smile DK. Bangers, both
Just
of them.
had to bring that up, didn't you? Just had to bring that up.
I'm a little butterfly.
Is it weird that Hasbro still has a name? I know, it's so weird. Why? What's going on? What's holding them back? Who's doing the Transformer comics going forward? Seems like they should have happened by now. Are they busy like announcing all these new toys and limited edition things and Kickstarters that they can't focus on the comics property?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, they just licensed, or no, they just started doing the toys.
Wait, that's the right company. I'm thinking
Yeah,
right.
Hasbro.
They
What
invest
video
with
games
things.
are you
You
currently playing then? I am playing Live Alive.
Or is it Live Alive? Or is it Live Alive?
I don't speak English is my second language, so I'll just leave it up to you. It is a Japanese game. That is the big one I'm playing, and then I'm deciding on Ender Lilies or I started playing the Star Ocean. The new one on the PS4. Well, I guess the latest one.
I started playing
God of War.
Okay, thank you. The 2018 God of War, and Josh taught me how I need how to enlarge the font because I couldn't see it. I'm like, this menu's got my nerves. I can't read it. Ooh. The Sandman Universe Classic Zombies are so good. I've loved all I've read so far.
The design on them are great. Is it Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 6 that you're excited for? No, that would just be Mutant Massacre, right? So even when that comes out, and I don't know when it will be, probably a couple of years.
Boy.
Yeah.
Well, Omar's just making up game names.
It's a Japanese game, man.
Ghost of
Tsushima. Yeah, people keep talking about that game. I just can't devote myself to spending hundreds of hours on games. My brother is like, you got to get into, what is it? Not Elder Scrolls. What's he playing? It's the type of Demon Souls game. Elden Ring. Yeah, that's it. He's like, you got to play Elden Ring. And I'm like, I don't know.
Dreamer. You know you are a dreamer. Is that the song? I think that's Supertramp, right? Like, seriously, just started to go to the mountain. Hey, I haven't seen any DC Omni solicited after the Dark Knight medal this month. Did I miss something?
Batman and Robin, I think, is the only one. Oh, you mean after this month? Like the entire catalog? Phantom Stranger. And there was a Justice League Dark Omnibus Volume 2, but it was never full. It didn't get solicited. It was just in the catalog. And I think there's still a space for it there. I don't know. God of War, the dad simulator.
He's like, slow down. Quit asking. Be patient.
Please tell me a modern era X-Men Omni will be announced for the remainder of 2023. I really can't. I can't say anything. But I'm sorry. I'm trying to think. I don't think it's any X-Men related modern era. I don't think. I can't remember.
People are saying Ghost of
Tsushima
is awesome.
Yeah, really dig it, huh?
Jane's Addiction. No, I don't know. I was trying to sing Supertramp. I'm pretty sure that was the song that John was talking about. We do not have a discount code for discount code for in-stock trade.
No, we do not. No.
For Walt's Comic Shop and cheap graphic novels.
Correct.
It's just all one word, near mint condition.
Oh, thank you for that, Wognado. There's also the Batman TMNT Omnibus. That's the only other one too that I saw. But both of those were and Wonder Woman Omnibus, the Golden Age Volume 5, which again was one that they canceled and is being resolicited. Next Saturday I'll be on vacation in San Antonio. I'll be up earlier next week to watch the show. Well, thank you, man. You be careful and have fun.
Thoughts on Jimmy K taking over the Adventures title in April?
I'm excited for him. Guy's earned it. I mean, he's killing it on everything he's written. At least I've enjoyed his Moon Knight and his Black Cat were phenomenal. So,
and somebody's asking about Radiant Black. I started reading it, and then I
dug it.
Forgot.
I dug it. It's a cool universe too.
Yeah, I liked what I read.
Do you know what's going on with the Kill or Be Killed hardcover? Is that supposed to reprint or not happening? I shared what I knew last time. Like my contact at Diamond had no idea. It is coming. Something is coming, but they just don't know when. And my contact at Image didn't even reply back, so I'm sure they're just as lost. Yeah, Wonder Woman Golden Age Volume 5. So make sure you pre-order it again. Hope you get it.
What about the Ghost Rider movie tie-in game for PS2? I've been told is a God of War clone. Oh.
What? No.
Are you excited for the Wolverine Schnicked manga this year? What?
It's a follow-up, isn't it? The guy that did Blame, and what else did he do?
A follow-up to another manga?
It was called Wolverine Schnicked. He wrote and drew it. It's like throwing Wolverine in like a Mad Max type of universe. It was fun. I like his art. Is Gun Honey a good read? I haven't read it, dude. I've been wanting to. I love that title. It's a Titan comic, isn't it? Or is it? No, it's Titan. Titan's publishing it.
All right. Daniel Warren Johnson's next series is not going to be creator owned, and according to his art rep Felix, is going to be giant. Any predictions what this is going to be? I vote Hulk after Kate.
Oh my gosh, if it's freaking Hulk, yes. Oh, I would be so happy with that. I love his art. Nick Cage is great, those.
Yes, the Discord is for Patreons only, or so for patrons on Patreons. It's the $5 tier, so you have access to early access videos, announcement videos. You get 24 hours early access, and you can talk about it on the Discord. But that it's not.
No,
sorry, the day before. The day before.
Let's say that. Yeah.
And but there are a lot of different channels on the Discord, and we have terrific moderators such as Ben is one of them. So thank you so much.
And the reason that we decided to go that route is that when people pay for things like that, it keeps people from acting a fool, if you will, because you're paying for a service and you're like, well, I'm not going to act a fool and get kicked out. We haven't kicked anybody out, but we've had somebody leave of their own accord because they didn't mesh well, is all I can say. And a lot of the things they were saying were really problematic, and it's only happened one time. So for as long as it's been going on, I think the moderators have done a really good job of keeping things in check before they go out of hand. Like, and I'll be honest, it's not because of a difference of opinion. It's because it was a homophobic opinion that doesn't fly with me. You know, like I don't mind you disagreeing with people, as far as a book or something you don't enjoy, but when you start bringing those opinions in, no.
The Discord also has a book club for Batman Long Halloween. This coming Friday, the 27th. Ben says, "Oh shit."
So I think that's one of the reasons we decided to
Cycle Cleveland, dude. You're not yelling. You can't. Okay, James explained it in the chat a couple weeks ago as well. Okay, on your page, you go to the middle button at the top, whatever it says. I think it's membership, and then you scroll down, and on the right, it's there. Tell him, James. Tell him.
I'm moving next month. Can't wait to pack all those Omnibus. Much power to you, man. I don't look forward to that. Apart, like, we know you ain't because you like America Chavez. Any idea when the G.I. Joe books will land? Dude, I don't. There he is, my dude. I don't know yet, man.
Okay. Under the click that, please. What you're on under the Patreon membership and join there.
That person was either gonna be escorted out eventually if they hadn't left on their own accord. Yeah, absolutely.
Who do you think is one character that doesn't get enough love from the publisher? Mine is Black Lightning.
New Warriors. We haven't had a New Warriors book in forever. I have a bunch of characters. Black Lightning is a good one, but he was with the Outsiders for a while, and his daughter, man, I love his daughter. I love that era.
So, Alison DeBarn is moving next month. Can't wait to pack all those Omnibus.
And I said, more power to you, man.
A roguish type said, you got to make a video on how to pack Omnis for moving.
I did.
You take those jeans and those shirts and you just stuff them.
And remember, and the best advice I can give you whenever you're moving those books is you're going to be the one moving them, so don't make them that heavy. And also stack them to the top because you're going to put boxes on top of boxes. You don't want to leave any room up at the top so the boxes get crushed and your books get damaged.
Yes, that's a good point. Okay.
So try to make them not as heavy.
That would be a good short or a TikTok, right?
Are the yells girling? You want to check on that?
Okay. I
that
think
sounds...
it's Lydia being goofy.
Sorry, we hear a girl screaming and don't know what's going on with that. So I got nervous when Omar says no one acts a fool. No, I'm serious. They don't. You all do a really good job. And there are people that don't agree with what other people are reading and enjoying. New Warriors should stop blowing up schools. Let's just blame that on Mark Miller. That had nothing to do with the New Warriors. He ain't never picked up a New Warriors book. I said what I said. It would be cool to have a true Marvel G.I. Joe omnibus one day and a true Transformers omnibus. Is there an indie alt comics section on the Discord? No, but you can start one, Psycho Cleveland, because you and Taylor Talks Comics. I swear that you two would get along. I don't like America Chavez. I'm just a feminist. Don't be what? I don't even know half the words you're saying.
All right. This is the most adorable thing ever.
Eventual future. Absolutely. That is the best advice, man. So what were they screaming?
Because they're playing Mega Man Soccer and they get so mad at each other. That game is so poorly made. It's horrible.
Mods kick Omar out for sexism. Are you serious?
Okay. Hire movers. Oh, it's definitely a big.
If you can afford it. Not everybody can afford it, but if you can, I mean, that helps your back. But if you're young and you're 20,
for free.
Let me tell you something.
Liquor stores,
comic book stores. Hit your comic book store to get those Diamond boxes if they still ship them from Diamond. But if you're in your 20s, you ain't got no kids, your friends ain't got no kids, pizza and beer, baby. You get your friends over to help you move. Seriously.
Peruvian chocolate.
Any word on a Reckless Deluxe hardcover? Are we getting a deluxe one of that? Not yet. I haven't heard, Big Stu. Nearly canceled condition. What did I say?
Mega Man Soccer. Yeah.
Mega Man Soccer.
Here is Comics Bugle. The Greens from Slovakia. Thank you for props on Instagram. And
Thank
my goodness,
for the delicious candy.
Done. We're almost done with that box.
I'm never eating the cookie though. That cookie was amazing.
And that does look really good. I'm tempted to eat it.
I love Mega Man Soccer. That game was a lot of fun.
All I needed was a speed boost. Okay, there you go.
The Mega Man Soccer is one of the not weirdest games. They also made like a Mega Man racing kart.
Oh, and they love the music. I'm like, oh, music. A Mega Man racing kart. No, I'm just saying, like, it's not that good of a game. Thank you, Comics Beagle.
Yeah, and yes, Lazarus. We knew about Lazarus reprints last year, though, when Greg Rucka said they were coming, but we didn't know about Volume 4. So that's awesome.
And I was sharing with friends, and I'm like, look, there's a description for everyone. The only one we didn't like is that one you said was interesting. It was like a little log and the land. I don't know.
Man, I think it came in like the toothpaste thing. I sucked that thing down. So thank you so much. Comics Bugle has his own shop. They have their own shop. So thank you so much. Comicsbugle.com. And they actually donated 3 gift cards to our last giveaway. That was really kind. Hey, Omni, since you were the one that got me to show my face on YouTube in months, you're welcome, Joaquin. I might as well tell you that I'm uploading a new video today, but keep it between us.
Okay?
You got it, buddy.
No, I showed it.
We got 10 minutes left.
So go check out Joaquin's new video that's coming up. And Psycho Cleveland says, I would never ask. That's what I said. Ask my friends to help me move.
Why, are they weak? They're weak. You got weak friends. Get you some good friends.
And
do you know how many people I helped move? And all I ever got was pizza and beer. And Jessica didn't even believe in buying beer. She got upset when I asked for beer. She's like, I don't buy that stuff. I'm like, you don't buy me beer because I helped move like 30 tons of stuff.
Colin might be the only person with more moving cred than Omar. Moved an entire bookstore 3 times in 8 years.
Colin's got big guns then. Got them big guns. Tim,
can you ask Marvel to reprint Volume 5 of Mighty Thor by Walter Simonson? Simonson!
Volume 5?
That's from
the trade paperback? I don't think they're going that route anymore. I think those will come out in epic format with probably the original colors.
No.
The overpaintings. No, your painting is back there. Where's his painting?
I moved it out because I want to put it up in my craft room.
That ain't on me, man. It's back there for like a week.
Sorry.
What's your favorite
I want to put it up in my craft room.
What's your favorite fast food, Melanie?
I don't know. Chick-fil-A sandwich with just pickles, nothing on it. That's good.
The Shake Shack thing. That's what I like.
It's not fast food.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
If it's got a drive-through, it's considered fast food.
Oh, okay. Sin saying Batman drives me crazy. The books are all over. Standard edition, hardcover, and paperbacks. Not pleasing on the shelf, but gotta love the stories.
They are all over the place. Dude, what is up, Philip? 20 to 35. It's all about getting 3 to 5 friends to help you move less. So nowadays, there you go.
Just pickles, no chicken. Yes.
After the Wolverine and the X-Men reprint, any word on other Jason Aaron Wolverine Omnis? No. I'm surprised they didn't get voted. I think volume 1 would. That one will probably get voted next time. I'm curious to see where the voting polls are going this time around for what people need. Because there are books that I'm like, surely they'll make it next year. Nope. They got voted even further down. Been here 11 years. My mate Gray already said never again after helping move the books last time. There's considerably more now. I love that. I helped my buddy Frank. Remember Frank would end up moving in with whatever woman he was dating, and every time I'd be like, why are you moving in with this lady? Like, I'm gonna have to move you out. And sure enough, in 6 months, I had to move him out. And he had this old pull-out couch. You remember those? And the old pull-out couches, if you've ever had to move those, you know how heavy those things were. Kids these days don't know about moving televisions or old pull-out couches. That thing, I remember he was in the 3rd story of an apartment, and I'm like, there's no way me and you are going to be able to take this thing down 3 stories. We're shucking it to the side, and it's in God's will, not goodwill now. And we did. We threw it over to the side from the balcony, and that thing busted and went. People outside are like, "Oh my God, what happened?" I'm like, "We're moving. Everything's fine."
I'm planning to buy a Billy bookshelf from IKEA. Will it be good enough to hold Omnis?
Yeah, but even then, it'll start to what is that word I'm looking? Warp a little bit. What you really want are these K-Laxes if you can get them into your apartment. Any more IDW Transformers Deluxe Editions coming out soon? No, they're done. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. But hopefully the new license holder will be able to reprint those stories. Dude, I'm so glad CRT TVs went extinct because you remember that Sony television, the last one that you tried to get me rid of? Like, I'm going to throw my back out getting rid of this thing. It was a Triniton.
That's for years. You're like, yeah, so-and-so's going to help me. I'm like, no, they're not. Please schedule a time for somebody to come over.
Schedule a time. Like anybody's raising their hand to get those televisions out.
No.
I've been in one of those sofa beds. No way that thing's going in. Dude, those sofa beds were the worst.
And Bar's just letting you know that she loves you.
Oh, I love you too, Bar. You're all right. Small Billy is good for Omnis. Big ones start to bow. So maybe that's the trick. Get a smaller one. The word you're looking for is it bow or bow, Melanie? Bow.
Wait, now
English. English. Is it
man,
bow or
it's so sweet
bow?
to hear the girls screaming up there. Also, I'm glad I'm here from far away because I can get loud.
Top Donnie Cates cosmic stuff.
Go!
Silver Surfer Black. I like Trad Moore's artwork. Yeah,
I wonder if you all can hear screaming.
Narrow Billy shelves are fine. The wide ones will sag. Yeah, it's the bigger ones that will sag. With aluminum C channels, for example, unless you reinforce them. My goodness, that's a lot of reinforcement. So is it sag or bow? What bow? Bow?
Or bow?
Is it bow, bow, or sag?
Use the word sag.
We're just using sag. We're going with sag.
Green Arrow.
Bow like Green Arrow. Bow like you do when royalty comes around. I bow to you, Billy Shelf. Thank you all for the English lesson.
Do you think we'll get the Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collections 10 through 14 soon?
Well, they do 2 a year, so it wouldn't be soon. And the epics that we're announcing, do you all want that announcement on? Do you want that announcement on February 2nd or 9th? I'll let you all decide. Do you want that on the 2nd or 9th? The epics for December and January. There's a Spider-Man book in there, but it is not.
Why would you choose?
It might be. Actually, it might be in between 10 and 14. Now that I think about it.
Why would you choose latter?
I don't know. People's schedules. Those 32. Norwolf lived in Versailles. I should have gotten him to come help me. 5 minutes left. I think you gave the schedule for the upcoming week earlier, but what's coming out? Tomorrow, Star Wars New Republic Volume 1. Monday is John Byrne's Fantastic Four reprint Volume 2. And that will be a premiere video at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then in the afternoon, Hulk by Peter David Volume 2. Marvel trades on Tuesday, including the big gallery edition of Elektra Treasury, Elektra, Red, White, and Blood. No, Black, White, and Blood. And Wednesday is the Batman and Robin and Death Metal Omnibus, or Metal Omnibus overview. And then at 9 p.m. is Amanda and my show about movies, TV shows. And that's a live episode. Thursday will be the upcoming collected editions, the solicitations for May for Marvel Comics. And Friday is the where to start reading Marvel Comics and collected edition. At middle school, where I teach, we have a Nintendo GameCube club. We use some because that really is the best way for those older systems.
We use several old-style CRT TVs for the kids to play on.
And that was the idea. Melanie made me throw it away. Suppose Marvel decides not to follow your top 10 most wanted reprints and decides to go with another title that was most wanted before, like Venom by Remender. No, that has nothing to do with a reprint, though, because Venom by Remender is a new title. Reprints, they usually follow them, except somebody had to remind them about the Avengers. And they did and gave us a volume 5. So sometimes that puts things out a little bit.
I just want to say, when you're like, you can maybe get rid of the TV 5 times, it was hadn't been turned on in 5 years.
Oh, we're still tiffing? Are we still tiffing?
And it's just sitting in this tiny room, our bedroom. We don't. You're like, well, watch TV on it. No.
Will they reprint Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2? I'm sure they will one day. Does the Miller Daredevil reprint come out this month? At the end of the month? Yes. Omar, ever thought about making How to Fix Omnis video? Yes. Actually, I should. My brother has a Predator Omnibus he wants me to fix. So I'll work on that. You put out the call on there, brother. I'll remember that. Where were you when I moved? Where were you when I moved, Noir Wolf? You came to my house. You saw all those boxes and you left. I hope this Sigil Omnibus Sigil. What did I call it? I know. I see it. Curtis reminded me. It's Sigil, right? Okay, just making sure. This whole bow thing conversation is throwing me off. Venom by Remender. Speaking of reminders, tell them we need more Ven Omnibus. Okay. Now that we have all the Bagley, Michelini, Spidey materialized and collected in Epics, when can we expect the Omnibus? The Omnibus 2026. I don't know. I just made up that date. Thank you, Josh, for the super chat. Do you think we'll get Omnis reprints for somebody who asked about Werewolf by Night and Tomb of Dracula? Hoping the Blade movie sparks this. I hope so too. Tomb of Dracula, they're doing the Masterworks right now, and I would love for them to use those files. So I would hope so with the new files. Werewolf by Night, they did one Masterwork, and I think another one's coming out this year. So maybe when that's done. When does NMC go on break? I need to plan how to fill that time out. This summer, we're taking 2 weeks off. I'm taking 2 weeks off. You won't get to hear my voice for 2 weeks, or I guess unless you watch other videos. But I'm taking, after 3 years of working every day, that's my goal, to take my family out on vacation somewhere. So we're planning on going to Japan. Jazz had a TV that was broken since 1990s. Let the man keep his CRT.
We could use it as a table. It was on top of the dresser. It's just ugly. And
Is Blade going to be a movie? Or a Disney Plus? No, it's going to be a movie. Every time Omar says bow, oh my gosh, he's obligated to send me a comic book. I already sent you that kid a comic book. That kid. You know what? Funny enough, that kid ain't ever shown up again. Bar. And the kid's name I translated from the Israel. Is it Israel? From your language is Hebrew. Thank you. I knew that. This is totally not Bar. That was his username. I'm on to you, Bar. It's 1 p.m. lightning round. All right, 3 more questions. You both deserve a break. Thank you so much. You do, baby. Omar, Melanie, thanks for the great stream and all the awesome info. Have a great weekend. You too, Rahul. Have a good one, my dude.
Ooh, yeah. Don't let Cyrus pee on your belt.
Gotta go before Cyrus pees on my books. Have a great week.
Cyrus is a dog, by the way.
Okay, I was excited. Your roommate? From your language.
Is getting ready to go live.
From the foreign. I translated it from the foreign.
Omni Dog is getting ready to go live. If anyone would like.
Oh, is he? Is he going live?
Omar wants to be.
Okay. Yeah, if he's going live, then I'm going to keep my show going. So, that's what. Yeah. Okay. Then all right. Much love back to you. Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.
Oh, the kid's been ghosted.
Worst amalgam title.
Maybe the kid's not allowed
X Patrol? I
contact
wasn't a
anymore.
fan of X Patrol. Spider Boy was fun. I like that one. Thanks again, and Grace at Japan. You need to recharge your batteries, though. I'm sure you won't resist and make videos there. It'll be hard not to. I want to film everything. Thanks again for the amazing stream. Going to catch what I missed later. Have an awesome weekend. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
And thank you, everybody. Super laugh hard if you're watching. Thank you, buddy. I emailed you back, Sonny. So he says I'm missing a book. It's somewhere here, though. So I need to find it. Thanks for the amazing stream. Why do the spines on the hangbanger? Oh,
Each been just reprints, not a line.
because God was watching what Dean is doing. That's why. I remembered. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. Could be that there's two different printers. Could be that they sent the files from the previous place and it was printed at a different printer. Could just be my copies. I really don't know. Favorite DC Marvel crossover? Oh, I have a soft spot in my heart for New Teen Titans and X-Men. But the 90s DC Marvel was fun. Yeah. Was that it?
Thank you all very much. And as always, stay minty.
Bye, everybody. Stay healthy and safe. Hit that like button.